Gotta get the Deftones in my system before we get in the gym. That's how we do it around here. But what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We've got day number 98 for you. We are 2 days away from 100 days of doing this. Really excited, you guys. It is January 16th. So let's go to the lesson on the day. Oh, yeah. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. So 3 lessons of risk. Okay. So we missed, obviously, yesterday's lesson, which was about risk, and today's lesson is also about risk. So we've got 3 different lessons of risk. The first lesson that we did in the last video would be what kind of risk is involved in following God. Yesterday's was about what should be the basis for risk taking. Today's lesson is on what must a risk taker be prepared to do. So, you should be ready to risk your resources, reputation, and even some relationships in order to be faithful to God. Joshua and Caleb, unlike the other spies, were willing to risk everything because they trusted God's promise more than their human fears. God had already promised the Israelites the land. All they had to do was take it. God has made many promises in His Word for His people. Will you take the risk of moving ahead and claiming them, or will you lose heart and miss the blessings God has in store for you? God's response to the question. 2 of the men who had explored the land, Joshua, son of Nun, and Caleb, son of Jephunneh, don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Jephunneh, yeah, we're going to go with it, tore their clothing. They said to the community of Israel, the land we explored is a wonderful land, and if the Lord is pleased with us, He will bring us safely into that land and give it to us. Don't be afraid of them. Numbers 14:6-9. God's promise. Caleb will see this land because he has followed the Lord completely. I will give to him and his descendants some of the land he walked over during his scouting mission. Deuteronomy 1:36. So, what must a risk taker be prepared to do? That's the question. And the lesson is very simple. Be prepared to give up everything for the Lord. If the Lord has called you in some way, get over the fears of the human heart of, oh, well, I'll lose this, I'll lose whatever I worked for, and you have to put all of your faith into Him. So I like when it says in here, God has made many promises in His Word for His people. Will you take the risk of moving ahead and claiming them, or will you lose heart and miss the blessings God has in store for you? So, a lot of the time, we've been in positions of status, fame, reputation, job security, whatever it is, but God has called you to do something. Will you give up everything that you have in order to achieve that which God has called you to do? Or will you succumb to your heart's fears, your humanly fear of what's going to happen to your life here and now? And it might be, it's a simple lesson for me because, I've had the reputation on Instagram. I've had what I've needed. I've had that security in friends, jobs, whatever. I threw all of that away because I want to do just this right here, which is preach. Not preach necessarily because I'm not, a preacher, but just, you know, get the word out, spread the good news. That's what I've decided to throw away. And, I might have lost 6,000 followers on Instagram. Who cares? I really don't care. I would rather people, maybe 1 or 2 of you or 3 of you, whoever it is, that are going to take something away from this than those motivational videos that I was making on Instagram to gain followers and to gain money and to do all of that. So in my eyes, it's a lot simpler because I've already done it. But for you, it might not be. Oh, well, you have job security. Oh, you have this and this and this and this. I was getting paid from Instagram and making a good amount of money from it. And, I decided to throw all that away because my calling was not to that. My calling was to this. So, and I don't want you to think like, oh, like he's so great. Like, no, I'm not. I threw that away because at the end of the day, that was my calling from the very beginning. But I strayed away from that because I wanted the reputation, I wanted the fame, I wanted the, the glory that came with it. And that's why that's what my videos were tailored to. It's not all of them. Obviously, some of them and most of them were quotes, Bible verses and stuff like that. But, you know, I was building that page and not teaching anything. I would just throw a quote on a video and it would do pretty well. But now here we are. I'm sitting here and I'm trying to give you guys the best advice that I possibly can, as somebody who's walked that walk, and not just talked it. So I hope you guys have taken away something from these lessons. I really, really do, because I really enjoy doing these lessons because, in my opinion, it's not me teaching you, it's you and I spending time with God. I'm also learning something from these one minute devotionals that we do every single day. So if you think that I'm better than you in any way, I am not. I'm most likely worse than you. We're all sinners who need Jesus, and that is the biggest lesson that I could possibly give to you. But yeah, every time we do this, it's not me teaching you, it's us learning together. I just want you guys to know that. That's why I read through these. But yeah, I mean, as somebody who's walked to that specific walk, it's much easier than you think. Throw away anything that you think that might be, you might have fear about, and just give it to God. Have faith in Him and His plan for you. And there was a verse in the Bible that He says, I feed the birds and the fish and the insects or whatever. I feed them, and are you not more important than they are? Something like that. It goes something along the lines of that. I'm no like, theological professor or whatever like that. So I don't know all the Bible verses off the top of my head, but I do remember reading something about that. I feed the birds and the fish and whatever and the animals. Are you not more important than they are? So you have to understand that you are more important than they are, and He will give you what you need to go where you need to go. So, if you feel like you're called to do something and you're not in the right place right now, give it up. Let the Lord guide you. Let Him, you have to row the boat, but He's going to steer. Let Him steer the boat. So, yeah, it is shoulder day number 98. I'm really excited, you guys. It's going to be a short day. I've liked doing I've explained a lot of every single workout that I do and every single time. And I think I've enjoyed a little bit of the not talking, because I kind of just want to get through the workout. Not, obviously I don't want to, speed through it, because I don't do that. It takes me at least 2-3 hours in the gym every time. But, sometimes you don't want to you have weeks where you don't want to talk at all. You just want to get in there. You want to put in the work and you want to get out. And that's what this week's about. And that's what I think I'm going to do this week. I felt really, really, really good these past couple of weeks. You guys have been amazing. We get over 100 views a video with like 5 or so likes. It's been cool, guys. It's been really awesome. The support's been fantastic, and all of that glory is to God. I really do appreciate Him for giving me this platform and the ability to do this and talk to a camera. I know it might be, it might sound a little awkward or whatever. I'm honestly, I'm not exactly an extrovert. I'm a very personable person. I can talk to people. It's just like I would rather not, per se, if that makes sense. I don't know. I like to get in here, I put my head down, put on my headphones, and get out. So, and the camera has helped me to do that a lot, because people don't really like to come up to people with a camera, I guess, if that makes sense. So, let's get inside, get after this shoulder day, which you're going to do the same exact thing we always do. But yeah, you guys already know the drill that we, the whole routine. So let's just get inside, show you guys the day, hopefully progress in some way, and then get out of there. That's about it. So I'll see you guys
right now, in this
inside.
moment here,
I think we're going to start
I
off
make the
dumbbell
decision
shoulder press today.
to just not miss.
We did the machine press
That's a
last
decision
week,
that
so
you
we
can
want to
make
switch
for
it
this
up.
set.
But yeah,
It's got nothing to do with your body
we're about to run out of this
Nothing.
red, white, and bun.
It's
So
got
to get more
to do with a personal
actually, no,
victory
I have woke
that
it
you
up
decide
already,
whether you're going to take right now in this
at
moment or
home,
not.
so I think I'm just
Many
gonna
people
go
won't
through
understand
it,
that.
and then I'll
Fuck
go back
that.
to the red, white, and bun. But I don't know. Obviously, like,
People don't have to
workouts,
understand.
it's not something that's going to progress you. It's something that's going to, a lot of people work a little bit harder than you, so don't think it's something that's absolutely not. So I want you to think of your body as like a car. I want you to think of your body as a car, right? And there's something that's like, say, buying multi-line bikes, omega 3s, you're taking, you're routine on high weight,
So you don't understand what I mean. Because this moment here, you're not about to do this forever. It's a fucking enjoy it whilst you can.
Your car right now is a V6.
It's easier to accept the fact that
with
I'm
the supplements,
just
you got a
not
supercharged V8. So
I wasn't made
they're not
to do
necessary for your
And
car
yeah, some
to
of us
move,
can't be
but
LeBron
they are
fucking James.
definitely an added
But I'll
bonus
tell you right now,
when
man,
you put
we
them
can
on
do
the
a
car.
lot of shit when it comes
That
to
makes sense.
pure
You're gonna get to where you want
guts
to go
and
quicker.
willpower and getting
So
through shit.
that's the way I
We have a lot
explain
more
supplements.
a lot more than we think.
And I think that's just because a lot of people can't afford stuff like that. Supplements are not exactly a cheap thing. They're very expensive, and I hate the fact that all these fitness gurus or
What
whatever are
if
gonna tell you
I could pull off a fucking miracle?
supplements.
What if
That's a lie.
I can
They're
become
lying to
someone
you
that
because
no
they
one
need the
thinks
money
I
from
can
you.
do? Is this
That's how
that?
they
Just
live.
me talking
So,
about
I
that?
just want you guys to understand
I have the hairs
supplements
going
are
up on my
absolutely
arm
not
because it
necessary.
makes me
But
just
like I
like,
said, your
what
car,
if?
you have a V6 right now. When you put on the supplements, you have a supercharged V8. That's all I got for you. So let's get inside. Cheers it up here. I'm gonna turn back on my Deftones and get after it. So I will see you guys inside. I'll cheers you real quick though and take a little sippy. But yeah, cheers, cheers. I'm gonna enjoy that while I listen to Deftones and bang out.
The sets are hard when you mentally have to be fully prepared for a warm-up. It's immensely heavy. You have to stay so tight. And even just after these warm-ups, I get off it and I'm like, I feel that whole pressure through my body. I don't know how Ronnie did it. I really don't. I don't know how he was as strong as he was at the volume he did. I can see the getting as strong as he was, 100%. But carrying the amount of weight and the volume he did on top of it, so a lot of people will just see the muscle and just think, yeah, wow, that was incredible. Obviously, it was unbelievable. But what went into that is so much even more fucking mind-blowing to me.
That's why we want to see that again. We want to see that again because being able to produce that much stimulus, that much volume, all of it.
I've been wanting to box this off for ages. And it's funny because this is the reason why I'm so fatigued, because I'm really fucking fatigued and I'll come in and I'll do this fucking anyway. And that's the difference of whether you want something or not. If you want it, you won't entertain these excuses. You just won't. Because when it comes to crunch time, do you know where my fatigue is right now? Zero, non-existent. I don't give a fuck. What I give a fuck about is whether I get this or not. Just like the deadlift. Don't give any chances to do this. That was heavy.
Everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but don't nobody want to lift no heavy ass weight.
I believe training to be the be-all and end-all of bodybuilders. And after training for such a long period of time, I have settled on the notion that there is huge inter-individuality to my training. So at one point, my needs will be different to my needs at another time. So although I will say at this point in my life I'm training this way and that is the best for me now, that is not necessarily the best for me at a previous point or the future. And equally, my needs are different to your needs. And that's the most important part to understand when it comes to training into individuality, that our needs are so different. So when someone asks the question, what is the best training? There is absolutely no best. There is no best for you, there is no best for me, and our needs change on a timeline. I want to make sure that you guys are fully armed with all of the information possible to make the best decisions possible for training.
Alright, y'all, I'm just gonna do it on day number 98. I know I haven't been talking these past few videos. If that's if you don't like that, then just let me know in the comments down below. But, I don't get many comments on some of my videos. If you see like 15 or so comments, it's probably just me going back and forth with somebody. But if you don't like the whole not talking thing, just let me know in the comments. We'll get back to the talking. But I kind of want to just take this week to myself and just really get to the weights. It's very simple to just plop a camera up and just, start filming. But being able to talk and know what to say, none of it's scripted. So everything that I say to you is just straight off the dome, and sometimes, you just don't want to think. You want to just get in there, put everything you have into the weights, and that's it. Emotions, anger, frustration, whatever it is, you put it into the weights. So let's get into the posing real quick. We'll get out of here on the day, and then we have 2 days left until 100 days of freaking doing this, guys. We're going to do this as long as it takes until God opens that door for me to walk through, and that's all I got to say. Let's get to the posing really quick. Alrighty, you guys, we're going to run through the normal routine here, which is going to be a flex and unflexed. Let's just get through it really quick here. So, unflexed. Also, if you guys watched my back day, this muscle right here, I don't know if I can flex it or not. Yeah, so that muscle, I did, I think it's called T-bar row. And holy cow, I've never been sore in that area in my life, and it feels fantastic. One thing about working out, you know, I used to hate being sore, and now I absolutely love it. I think it's my favorite thing ever is to be sore because I know I worked the muscle that needed to work. So let's get into the posing really quick. I'm feeling really, really freaky. Like I'm filling out very, very well, and I feel really good about it. So we're gonna abs in first, just like that. Roll my shoulders forward to bring those traps, side delts, rear delts, everything involved. And then my hands, I'm gonna twist my palms facing the sky to get the biceps in there. And that is going to be the full package. And I'm feeling real freaky here. Let's get a front lat spread here. I don't know if you guys can tell, it's a kind of a darker room here. But I'm feeling really good about that front lat spread. Side profile. Whoa. I'm still working on that side chest. Alrighty, y'all, that's gonna do it. Day number 98. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think my advice on the day is going to be, you know, everything may not be working out for you right now, but if you work very, very, very hard, everything will fall into place. You know, there's a lot of guys out there that are doing exactly what I'm doing, but I can guarantee you one thing, they do not train as hard as me. I can guarantee you that. They might be better at editing than me, they might be better at color grading, they might be better with their camera, they might be better with angles, they might be better with anything, but I can guarantee you this, they do not train as hard as me. And the reason that I know that is because think of everybody you've ever seen at the gym. Do they scream like I do? Do they get loud like I do? When you're giving 100% or even more, you're gonna get loud. That's just how it is. If you're not giving 100%, I won't hear you. I will not hear you. And you know, you may say, oh, well, it's corny to be in the gym and be loud. And like, who cares? Who cares? If you care, you clearly don't want it bad enough. And that's basically my advice in the day. If you're gonna give 100%, you're not gonna care about what anybody around you is gonna think about you. And that's what I do. Every single day I come in here, I give 110% of effort into the weights. The reason I look the way I do is because I give it everything. I don't shy away from effort. And if you're looking at me right now and you think, wow, I can't be like that, I'm not gonna be like that, you can. You can. You just have to stop thinking about what Sally in the corner is gonna think about you if you start getting loud. That's about it. Because to be honest, if you're a young kid, all you come in here to do is to impress the girls that come into the gym. The majority of guys that come into the gym are wearing flashy shirts, they're wearing, you know, crop tops, they're wearing, not crop tops, they're wearing tank tops, they're wearing, you know, cutoffs, they're wearing stringers. I used to be that way. That's why I know what I'm talking about. It's because every single guy is like that. It's our nature to impress the women around us. Once you get over that notion of, oh, I need to impress these people around me, I just need to impress myself, you will start to see growth. You will, I promise. But once you get over that hump of, oh, I need to come in here and impress the women, you're gonna stay exactly where you are at 140 pounds soaking wet. That's all it is. Oh, well, I have a 9 to 5, I can't do it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Who said you couldn't? Oh, well, I can't pack my meals and take them and eat them at the... Who said you couldn't? I don't remember that. It's very simple, guys. You know, when you want something bad enough, you will do anything and everything it takes to get there. And I mean everything. Do I care that, you know, Joe and Sally are in the corner of this gym looking at me because I'm screaming doing, you know, dumbbell shoulder press? No, I don't give a shit. I don't care. Why would that bother me? I'm trying to impress me, not anybody else around here. So get that notion out of your head that you need to impress these people that are around you, because you will stay exactly where you are if you're working to have their acceptance. That's all I got for you today. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did learn something or you liked the video, I just ask that you please like, comment, subscribe. It does mean the world to me. I'm trying to make this work the best I can. It's going to take me a while, but one day God will open that door for me and I will be able to walk through it. So with all that being said, that's going to do it. Day number 98. We are 2 days away from 100 days of consistency. I hope you guys like this 5 days a week kind of thing that I got going. So I know some weeks I might be a little bit behind, but every video is coming out in due time. So that is it, day number 98. I will see you guys tomorrow, day number 99. And we're going to get after a gruesome arm day tomorrow. But with all that being said, I will see you guys next time.